High school phases. We all go through them, no matter where we live. Whether you live in America, Japan, China, Australia, it always happens. And I'm here to tell you about some of the phases that I went through during my school years. I may not have gone through as many as everyone else, but here we go. Phase number 1. Now, generally on your very first day of school, whether it's prep or kindergarten, whichever one, you tend to be very shy on your first day. I was definitely no exception. I was probably the worst during my shy phase. I hardly spoke to anyone, and that kind of pinned me as the quiet kid. Now, there is a big factor as to why I was very shy on my first day, but I'll save that for another video. Phase number 2. Now, this came a little bit later on, about grade 3 or 4. I really got into reading books. Mind you, I was very severely bullied by the girls there, so I needed an escape, and books were my best option. I would read anything from fiction to non-fiction, though I didn't pick up any how-to draw books for a very long time. Phase number 3. In about grade 5 or 6, I found out I was really good with writing, with a certain project, with a certain teacher of mine. That's another video again. Phase number 4. This is a classic. I went through an anime phase, like everyone else. So you can guess on what took over most of my high school years. Even though I went through the anime phase like everyone else, I no longer watch anime actually. I completely dropped off one day and that was it. And finally, phase number 4. This came very late in my high school years. While many artists have been drawing for years, since they were like 5, I started pretty late, 2011, so year 11 for me. I wasn't exactly doing great in school. I never was really academic. It didn't help that I couldn't afford the school books either. They just got too expensive. So I started picking up a pencil, got some paper, and started drawing one day, in class. Inevitably, I got in trouble for it. Now I know what you're thinking, why couldn't you just share a book with someone else? I never really had a friend in a class. And when you're not very much liked in a class, or any of your classes, makes it very hard to ask to borrow a book or share a book. And yeah, I could have gone to the library to borrow the books, but they were always out. So guess what? The teachers were just pissed off with me for the whole entire year 11. Year 12 was better. I took something called VCAL in year 12. That was pretty chill actually. And those were my phases that I went through during school. As I said, I went through a lot less than what other people did, that is for sure. But my artistic phase seemed to have lasted a lot longer than everything else. I'm still very artsy and I love to draw on a daily basis. Thanks for watching this video guys. It means a whole lot to me, especially since I'm still very brand new to this thing. I'm going to try and get a video out at least once a month. At the moment I'm recording a heap in advance so I can work on them up until I leave on a holiday soon. So if you don't want a hoop snake coming after you, you better like the video. And if you don't want a drop bear coming after you, subscribe to the channel, it'll protect you, I swear.